Hey guys, welcome to another video here on the 67 Stang channel. So today, sadly, we're not replacing the harmonic balancer. I'm still waiting to get some tools and stuff for that. I've got most of them, but still have a few things. But somebody suggested I do something, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what it is in just a minute. Okay guys, what I'm going to do is somebody suggested that while the car was down, meaning not running, that I should take some time, especially since I had the radiator and all that out anyway, to dress up the engine bay, which I've done a lot of already throughout the years I've been working on it. So, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in here and work on cleaning up the engine, painting the engine, and yeah, making it look prettier. So let's go ahead and get that going, shall we? I'll bring you in here to take a look at some stuff. Okay guys, y'all may remember when I first got started with this car, it was a complete mess under this hood. If not, I'm going to go ahead and put in some pictures so you can take a look at it as we was going through. But yeah, it was a pretty rusted mess up under here. And over the course of the years, I have worked to make it look nicer. You know, things like I did paint those support braces, get those cleaned up. I have worked and cleaned up and painted some of the firewall, the fender aprons or inner fenders or whatever you call these things over here, and the shock towers. As I've taken things apart, I've worked hard, cleaned up. But I really haven't touched the engine until I did pull the heads. You may remember me pulling the head here when I was working on the exhaust. So I put the new exhaust on and broke some bolts off from the didn't want to come out. So when I had the head off, of course I took the valve cover off, so I painted the valve cover, cleaned it up, painted it up. Did not paint the head at the time when I put it back on, which I should have done. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. But overall, the engine has not been really touched. Other than that, I have painted brackets and things like that throughout the course. So yeah, it's looked better. You know, again, over the five, almost, I guess it's now, yeah, it's March. So 6 years since I've been working on this old girl and getting her back on the road and whatnot. I said I thought I'd come in here since she's down and I've got some time and waiting on some things to go ahead and clean up the engine. So let's see, I'm going to start on the driver's side, I think. Go ahead and clean out some stuff here and tape it up, disconnect some wiring and some things like that, and then get her done, and then I'll do the passenger side. So yep, we'll get in here and get this thing going. Okay, so when I decided to get started on the driver's side, apparently I forgot to hit the record button on the camera, so I'm going to do this through a series of stills, kind of telling you what I'm doing. So, first step was to go through and start cleaning up this side of the engine. So I pulled the spark plug wires, pulled the distributor cap, of course, you know, just anything that might be in the way, I tried to take care of. Once I got most of that stuff out of the way, I then moved on to kind of masking things off that I couldn't get out of the way. So I went and like taped up the spark plugs. I didn't want to leave the spark plugs out because I didn't want paint to get down in the engine. So I left the spark plugs in. I did tape them off so they shouldn't have an issue and they won't be all covered in paint. That was the goal. Is I'm doing this Craigslist rebuild. There we go. Kept going, masking things off. You know, masked off the oil filter. Did the distributor. You can see here I got the cap off and got a plastic bag also taped off around the base of the distributor. This is a billet aluminum distributor, and I didn't want to get paint all over it. I even masked off things like the dipstick tube for the oil, pulled the dipstick out and taped it up. Taped off in the far back there, you can see the oil pressure where I have the external gauge on there, which I put on there when the oil pressure gauge wasn't working before I put in the Dakota Digital stuff, and I just haven't taken it off. Taped up on the side right there behind the distributor, you can see a little square. That's where this the information about this block is on, where I had it replaced in 1988. There we go. There. Got things all taken care of that I tried to as best I could, that I didn't want paint to get all over there. And then cleaned the block. I degreased the whole thing and scrubbed it down as good as I could. Even used some acetone in there to get rid of any residue that might be there before I painted it. I scrubbed it with this combination of kind of like a kitchen brush used for cleaning dishes, as well as in some places a brass wire brush and some green Scotch-Brites to get this side all clean. Then I went in and put the first coat of paint in, just kind of a light dusting of things, making sure I tried to cover as much as I could. Also got some of the water pump that you can see, because I didn't paint the water pump when I put it on back when I first got the car running over there. Between coats, I went in and started painting other things. In this case, this is the bottom of the air cleaner. This is the inside where the air filter goes. So I scrubbed it all down, wire wheeled it up, got it all cleaned up, and then painted it. Did the same thing with the outside there, as you can see. And that's kind of the final products as you see of that. I also took the alternator bracket on the top, the adjustable bracket, and painted it. I pulled the throttle linkages off and painted those as well. Got that cleaned up. And then, did that in the first part. And now we'll go on and do the passenger side, which I do think I have a recording of. So we'll jump back into the video there. So I worked on the driver's side yesterday, got it all cleaned up and painted, put several coats of paint. The blue, or the oil pressure, comes in, and the blue you see around the oil filter there is not paint. That's painter's tape, where I taped things off. See, I did get a little paint there. So a little goof there. I tried as best not to keep it there. I also taped up the spark plugs that I left in there, because I didn't want them to go crazy. But now I'm working on the passenger side. So you can see I've got my work cut out for me on this side, getting it all degreased, right? And tons of grease and stuff on there. If I was smart or whatnot, I would pull the exhaust manifold off, which at one point was painted. That's a new exhaust manifold. When I put all new exhaust on the car, that was new, and painted it, but it all burned off. So it'll still get painted, but it'll be what it is. Again, not trying to make this perfect. If I wanted it perfect, I'd pull the engine, paint it, all that stuff. But just trying to make it look nicer in here. I also took the battery out and dealt with the battery tray. There was some corrosion on here. You can see all the pitting. So that was, I'd worked on this before when I first got the car running and cleaned it up. But there was some corrosion from the battery starting to come back in this corner. So I cleaned that up. There was some back on the radiator support. Took care of that and cleaned all that up. So I'm going to keep working on this side of the engine, making her pretty and getting her all painted. Okay guys, got in here and noticed a couple of things in here. There's the old FOMOCO stamping on there, and I guess it's the block stamps or whatnot. I'm not sure what all that is, but you can see that. I should point out this is not the original motor in the car, if I hadn't mentioned that before. This was a short block that we put in 88, I believe, after I, as a teenager, blew up the original engine because I it was running, I was having oil pressure issues, and I didn't at the time realize how bad that was. So I kept driving it and just dumping more oil into it. And yeah, it exploded about 1.5 miles from my home, sent pistons or parts of pistons down in the oil pan. It was quite a mess, and cracked the block and whatnot. It is the original head, as far as I know. I'm not sure if we can see all those stampings that are up in there. If those mean something, you can let me know down in the comments if that actually does. So you can see any better. There's the firing order stampings. Guess that's the code on it. So I don't see anything else in there. Not sure what that is. It's an interesting little, I don't know if it's a casting thing or what that is. Anyway, but thought as I was cleaning things up, she might be interested in seeing those things. But she's looking much cleaner now, getting closer to putting paint on her. Okay guys, about got this side all cleaned off and getting ready to paint. Trying to decide how I may tape that off where the starter goes, because I pulled the starter off obviously. May tape off the exhaust pipe so it doesn't get painted. Don't necessarily care so much about the bracket. And we're going to spray this thing. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, just better. But the other thing that was nice is I got to inspect, whoops, on the wiring here, the freeze plugs, and they all look like they're in pretty good shape from what I can tell. It's hard to see that one back there, but they're all fairly good. The other thing I did notice, let's see, is this thing is rocking a little bit, so I need to try to tighten that down. That may have been part of the problems. I may be having a vacuum leak underneath that, which could be some of the issue with that. So I'm going to tighten that down too. I should admit I pulled off the throttle linkage that goes there, and I've got it painted. I pulled the bracket that the alternator goes on there, because I'd pulled the alternator, and painted it up too. The other thing I'm trying to decide is when I go back in and reassemble this, on the water pump, I do have a double groove pulley, which if eventually I put either AC on this car or power steering, assuming I don't go electric power steering, that needs to go on, you know, there for that. But I don't have the double pulley for that yet. So I don't know if I do that. The other thing I have over here is this 6-bladed fan, again for AC, that I could put on there when I put this thing back together. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not, but we will see. So anyway, put that back up, and now I said we're about ready to start painting. I'm going to go ahead, like I said, tape off a couple of things, I think, so I don't get, because I don't want to get paint back in there. I also don't necessarily get paint on the ring that goes around where the starter goes in, because it's also where I have a ground going to. And of course, there's also the ground that goes right there that I'll have to, yeah, I'll paint that, but I'll clean that off after that to make sure we still have a good ground. I'll also chase the threads in that, which, by the way, I'm not chasing threads. I did also, I'm going to do them after I paint, but chase the threads with the coil mounted over here, because I was having some issues. I actually have to get another bolt for that because something was messed up with it. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let me go. Okay, let's see if I can paint and video at the same time. This is going to be a challenge as I'm continuing to shake the can up here, but just go in initially with a light coat. Whoops. Okay, I can't really do this great with the one hand, so I'm gonna need both hands, but you get the idea. Just putting a spritzing over things here, and I'll get the rest of it done. I'll have to get the paint off that. But you get the idea. We'll go back and I'll let you see the first coat when it's done. Okay, so I've got the first light coat on. See, I got the hoses a little bit too, but that can be cleaned up, so that comes off there, so it doesn't look so bad. But again, she's starting to look a little more blue, a little bit better. And now we just go ahead and I'll get the rest of the coats. I'm going to do 3 or 4 coats on here like I did the other side. Nice, pretty Ford blue. I really do like that color. Okay, so that's the final result in the final coat because I'm now out of paint. I think she's turned out pretty good. I do have overspray to clean up, as I can see here. That's tape on the kick down vacuum there, but overspray over here. I could have done better. I'm not sure if I'm going to clean off the motor mounts too, maybe paint them black. We'll see. Do have some black engine paint I could use there, but overall she looks much nicer for sure. We look back to what we started with on there, and I've already started putting together or back together the other side over here. So I've got my coil in place, my sensors in there, cleaned up the dipstick tube or dipstick right there. You know, the yellow, it's much cleaner than it was. See, I didn't paint the oil filter. I had taped it off, so I am going to pull the plugs out and re-gap them, because I think if you saw that short I did about pulling those, they looked like the gap was off, but I can't find my spark plug gapper. You know, I did one of those things. I'm going to put it here where I can always find it and not lose it. And of course, I can't find it and I've lost it. So, yeah, who knows? But anyway, there we go, guys. Hopefully I can find time to get the balancer replaced soon. I have the balancer now. I've got it, actually got it painted black. It looks really good. I just got to find the time because, like I said, if I want to replace the seal that is right behind there in the timing cover that's right there, that means I've got to pull the timing cover, which means I've got to drop at least part of the oil pan as well. So that is why I had to go get a new oil pan gasket. So anyway, I want to have like 3 days to do all that just in case, but it's hard because it's conference time and I'm on the road everywhere. But well, there we go, guys. That's I said it as I was mentioning. So we got the engine looking a whole lot better than it was certainly before we started. Got to get it all back together again, but no point in trying to put everything back together until I get that harmonic balancer done, which hopefully I can get done very soon. Like I said, I've just got to find the time, and that's not easy because I said it's conference season, so I'm doing a lot of traveling. So finding 3 days, it probably won't take 3 days to do it. I just want to have 3 days just in case, because I've never done this before. So anyway, with that, guys, thank you all for watching. I appreciate your support. We're very close to having 1,000 subscribers, which is really cool. So feel free to tell others about us and whatnot, and keep watching those videos. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And with that, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video.